Do I really look this old? That's the quiet question so many women whisper when they suddenly catch their reflection in the mirror. The face looking back can feel older, heavier, even invisible while inside. You're still vibrant, energetic, and full of life. So where does the problem really come from? The truth is, it's not about who you are, it's about certain style choices that work against you. Small habits, familiar outfits, or hairstyles you've held onto for years can quietly add age without you even noticing. And the best part, every single one of these mistakes can be corrected with simple, elegant shifts. In this video, I'll share 7 common style mistakes that can instantly age women over 50 and the easy, graceful alternatives that will bring back confidence, lightness, and timeless beauty. And if elegance after 50 is something you want to embrace, I'd love to welcome you to Chic Over 50. By subscribing, you'll join a community of women celebrating wisdom, confidence, and authentic style at every age. Now let's dive in. The very first mistake is one I see far too often. Mistake 1. Closed necklines. Have you ever buttoned every last button on your blouse, thinking it looked neat and proper? The truth is, a buttoned-up collar actually shortens the neck and draws attention straight to the chin and jawline areas most of us would rather soften than spotlight. For many women in this season of life, high necklines feel like the safe choice. They're modest, professional, and familiar. But safety in fashion often comes at a cost. A closed-up collar can unintentionally make the upper body look boxy and heavy. Instead of lifting the eye, it presses everything downward. And that gentle softness in the neck and face suddenly becomes the first thing people notice. Have you ever caught your reflection and felt your blouse made you look stiff, even when the rest of you felt vibrant and alive? Now, imagine a different picture. You slip on that same blouse, but this time you leave the top button or two undone. Or you choose a V-neck sweater that frames your collarbones with a graceful line. Instantly, the energy shifts, your neckline looks longer, your posture feels taller, and your face is bathed in more light. People don't just see your outfit, they see you. That's the quiet magic of an open neckline. It's not about showing skin. It's about creating balance, lightness, and approachability. I often suggest to women I work with, try a side-by-side mirror test. Button your shirt all the way up, then open it just slightly. Notice the difference in how your shoulders settle, how your face looks more lifted, how your overall vibe changes from rigid to relaxed. Which version feels more like the woman you are today, modern, confident, still full of vitality? If you're hesitant, start small. Try a modest scoop neck, an unbuttoned blazer layered over a camisole, or even a collared shirt with just one button left open. These subtle touches don't sacrifice modesty, they simply invite more light and ease into your style. And let's be honest, style should make you feel lighter, not weighed down. So here's the gentle reminder. Your neckline frames your face, the most beautiful canvas you'll ever wear. Choose lines that lift and elongate rather than shrink and square off. A tiny change at the collar can make the difference between looking closed off and looking full of life. And if a neckline can have that much power, imagine what happens when your entire outfit blends into one flat, lifeless shade. That's why the next mistake deserves our attention. Mistake 2. Head-to-toe beige. Have you ever stood in front of your closet, reached for a beige sweater, then added beige pants and beige shoes, and thought, well, at least everything matches. On the surface, beige seems like the safest choice. But here's the catch: when every piece of your outfit blends into the same flat shade, you risk becoming invisible. Beige is often celebrated as timeless and classic, and it's soft, understated, and easy to pair with nearly anything. The problem isn't the color itself, it's letting beige take over the whole story for many women like us. As our skin tone softens and our hair lightens, head-to-toe beige doesn't flatter, it drains the energy right out of our appearance. Have you ever noticed how beige on beige makes you look more tired, even when you feel lively inside? The good news is beige doesn't need to disappear from your wardrobe, it just needs a partner. Think of beige as the canvas, not the painting. Add a spark near your face, and suddenly everything shifts. A silky scarf in emerald or cobalt, a string of pearls, or even a touch of soft rose lipstick can bring warmth and vibrancy back. A beige blazer layered over a crisp white blouse looks sharp and chic. A beige dress paired with a navy handbag instantly feels more polished. I often encourage women I work with to experiment. Try mixing beige with denim for a modern, casual balance, or with black for a sleek, defined contrast. Even subtle touches, textured jewelry, a patterned belt, or bold earrings can break up the monotony and make the outfit feel intentional, not accidental. Here's the secret. Beige is beautiful when it's grounded with contrast. Without that, it flattens your look and mutes your presence. With it, beige becomes elegant, refined, and alive. So, the next time you reach for beige from head to toe, ask yourself, where's my contrast? Where's my spark? Because if beige can quietly erase your energy, imagine what happens when your shoes do the same, dragging down your whole outfit with heaviness. That brings us straight to the next mistake. Mistake 3. Clunky shoes. Have you ever slipped on a pair of heavy, thick-soled shoes simply because they felt comfortable, only to notice how they made your entire outfit look weighed down? Many women over 50 reach for these styles out of habit. Comfort feels non-negotiable, and no one wants to suffer in high heels anymore. But here's the hidden problem. Clunky footwear may protect your feet, yet it silently robs your look of grace and proportion. Bulky shoes throw off your balance. Wide straps, thick soles, or boxy shapes make your legs appear shorter and heavier, even if the rest of your outfit is polished, a tailored blazer, a flattering dress, or elegant trousers. The wrong shoes can pull everything back into frumpy territory. And isn't it true that sometimes you can feel the difference in your posture the moment you put them on? Heavy shoes don't just change how you look, they change how you move. The solution isn't to give up comfort, it's to redefine it. Style and comfort are not opposites. They can exist beautifully together. Imagine pointed-toe flats that elongate your legs while cushioning each step. Picture a pair of sleek white leather sneakers, supportive, modern, and versatile enough to wear with jeans or even a casual dress. Or think of ankle boots with a low block heel, slim and refined, giving stability without the orthopedic look. I often remind women I work with, shoes are not just accessories. They're foundations. The right pair lifts your whole outfit, literally and figuratively. Pay attention to the details. Avoid overly thick soles or bulky designs, and look for cleaner lines and subtle shapes. Even neutral tones or a pop of color can make a shoe feel intentional, not like an afterthought. Have you ever noticed how a beautiful pair of shoes changes the way you walk? Suddenly your steps feel lighter, your posture straighter, and your energy brighter. That's not vanity, it's confidence showing itself through movement. So here's the takeaway. Say no to clunky. Say yes to chic comfort. Choose shoes that support you while also elevating your style. You'll feel good with every step, and you'll project the elegance you deserve. And just as footwear can transform your presence, so can the patterns you wear. That's why the next mistake we'll uncover is about prints. Mistake 4. Outdated prints. Have you ever pulled out a blouse covered in tiny florals or an old paisley pattern, thinking it still works because it's classic? The truth is, certain prints whisper the past louder than anything else in your wardrobe. Those small, fussy florals or muted paisleys that may have felt charming years ago can now unintentionally anchor you in another decade. Prints should be fun, expressive, and full of personality. But when the design feels dated, it overwhelms instead of flatters. Out-of-date prints often wash out your complexion, distract from your natural features, and send the message that your style hasn't been refreshed in years. Have you ever noticed how an old floral dress can make you feel tired the moment you put it on? No matter how carefully you style your hair or makeup, the key is to choose prints with intention. Think fresh, simple, and modern. Stripes in crisp black and white. Bold florals with larger blooms in vibrant colors. Polka dots that feel timeless yet playful. These patterns carry energy, structure, and clarity. They add visual interest without overwhelming your frame. Picture the difference. A faded beige floral dress that swallows your figure versus a sharp striped blouse tucked into tailored trousers. One says stuck in the past. The other says confident and current. Prints, when chosen well, frame you in the best way possible. They become accents to highlight your elegance, not camouflage to hide behind. I often encourage women I work with to do a quick closet test. Ask yourself, if I saw this print in a boutique today, would I pick it up? If the answer is no, it may be time to let it go. Fashion evolves, and our wardrobes should evolve with it. Choosing fresh prints doesn't mean abandoning your identity. It means updating it so it reflects the woman you are right now. So, here's the reminder. Prints should add vibrancy, not drag you backward. A thoughtful pattern can lift your whole look, make your skin glow, and bring youthfulness into your style. Outdated prints do the opposite. And if prints can change so much about how modern you appear, imagine what happens when you neglect one of the simplest styling tricks of all, the tuck. That brings us to the next mistake, untucked tops that erase your shape and silently add years to your look. Mistake 5. Untucked tops. Have you ever left every blouse and sweater hanging loose, thinking it would cleverly hide your tummy? It feels like the safer choice, right? But here's the catch. What we often believe is forgiving actually does the opposite. Untucked tops blur your waistline, box out your shape, and create a silhouette that looks heavier and less polished. When tops hang shapelessly, the eye has no definition to follow. Your waist disappears. Your proportions collapse. And instead of disguising problem areas, the fabric calls attention to them. Even worse, the overall look can feel dated, like a style that hasn't evolved in decades. Have you ever noticed how leaving everything loose makes you feel a little frumpy, even when the pieces themselves are beautiful? The solution is easier than you think. A simple tuck. You don't need to fully tuck everything in to achieve structure. Try a front tuck slip just the front edge of your blouse into your jeans and let the back drape naturally. Suddenly your waistline reappears. Your legs look longer, and the outfit feels intentional instead of accidental. Or go for a half tuck, where one side is tucked in and the other flows loose. It adds instant modernity and gives the impression of effortless chic. Accessories can help. 2. Adding a slim belt over a tucked blouse emphasizes curves without clinging, creating balance and polish. Even if you're self-conscious about your midsection, tucking strategically paired with high-waisted pants can create a slimmer illusion and elongate your frame. It's one of those small tricks that delivers outsized impact. Visualize it. A crisp white blouse left hanging over dark trousers, boxy, heavy, and tired. Now picture the same blouse with a neat front tuck and a sleek belt. Suddenly, the outfit looks youthful, fresh, and tailored. Isn't it amazing how such a tiny adjustment can shift the entire vibe? So here's my gentle advice. Over is over. Don't let untucked tops erase your confidence. A thoughtful tuck brightens your proportions, defines your shape, and adds instant sophistication. And if clothing choices like this can dramatically affect how modern you look, imagine the impact of the one thing that frames your face every single day, your hairstyle. That's where the next mistake comes in, holding on to hairstyles stuck in the past. Mistake 7. Hairstyles stuck in the past. Have you ever looked at an old photo of yourself and realized your hairstyle hasn't really changed since then? Many women I work with hold on to the same cut they loved decades ago, thinking it still defines them. At first, it feels safe and familiar, but over time, what once looked flattering can actually start to work against you. Here's the reality. As we age, our faces change, skin softens, jawlines shift, and even hair texture can become finer or thinner. The style that framed your features beautifully in your 30s or 40s might now emphasize the very things you'd prefer to soften, instead of highlighting your best features. An outdated cut can make you look older, dated, and even a little stuck in the past. Have you ever noticed how the wrong hairstyle can undo the effort of a polished outfit in seconds? The good news is, you don't need a dramatic makeover to refresh your look. Small, thoughtful changes often make the biggest difference. Cutting just 2 or 3 inches can lift your features and bring new movement. Adding soft layers around the face creates dimension and frames your natural beauty. Simply switching your part, experimenting with gentle waves, or adding a fringe can completely change how modern and youthful you appear. One of my favorite recommendations is a shoulder-length bob with light waves. It feels current, yet timeless. Pair it with side-swept bangs or a soft face-framing layer, and suddenly your hairstyle works with your features instead of against them. For those open to color, even a subtle shift, a warmer tone, a few highlights, or a softer shade can brighten your complexion and bring energy back to your overall style. Think of your hair as the frame for your masterpiece. Clothes, shoes, and accessories all play important roles, but your hairstyle is what people notice first. If that frame feels outdated, the whole picture loses impact. Updating your cut doesn't mean losing your identity. It means honoring who you are now, not who you were years ago. So here's my encouragement. Don't let your hair get stuck in a time warp. A simple refresh, whether it's layers, a new part, or just a few inches trimmed can take years off your appearance and remind you that confidence never goes out of style. Style at this age is not about rules. It's about freedom. It's about giving yourself permission to show up exactly as you are, confident, vibrant, and beautifully you. You don't need to chase youth or hide behind clothes that don't reflect your spirit. Instead, let your style become a mirror of the joy, wisdom, and energy you've earned through life. So as you move through this season, choose pieces that make you feel alive, laugh often, walk tall, and wear what reminds you of your strength and elegance. Because true beauty isn't about blending in, it's about letting your light shine. And if you want more ideas and inspiration, I'd love to have you join me here at Chic Over 50. Subscribe, and let's continue this journey together, proving every day that confidence has no age and style has no expiration date.